If you've been looking for a new way to invest in real estate where you can make an extra $1,000 to $10,000 per month from your very first deal, even if you're starting off with bad credit or limited cash, you're going to want to pay close attention, because in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how one deal can make you an extra $10,000 per month or more in cash flow, and how you can get there in the next 90 days or less if you just follow this one simple blueprint and take action. If you're like most people, you're busy with work and family and all of life's other demands. So while you want to invest in real estate this year, you don't want to waste your time on something that's not going to make your life easier or bring in extra money. The good news is you don't need tons of cash to get started, and you don't need to invest endless amounts of time to get results either. Because I've refined this strategy over the years to the point where with as little as 20 minutes per day of focus, you can start to get results in the next 90 days or less. It's critical that you learn this information and pass it down to your family, because America is becoming a renter's nation right before our eyes. At the moment, billion-dollar hedge funds are buying residential real estate and driving up prices and rents across the country. So if you don't become an owner soon, you and your family may get priced out of the real estate market forever and have to rent from other landlords until the end of time. And listen, I've been there, working a dead-end 9-to-5, making less than $30,000 per year, not being able to spend time with my family, pursue my passions, or travel and truly be able to afford the lifestyle that I really wanted. Everyone wants to wake up and be their own boss, call their own shots, and more importantly, get paid like a boss. That's money that comes in 24/7 around the clock, even while you're sleeping. The blueprint that I'm about to share with you can literally take you from where you're sitting right now to where you want to be when you have $30,000 or more of cash flow coming in every month. The only thing that I need you to do if you want to get these types of life-changing results for yourself is implement what I'm about to teach you, and the rest will take care of itself. So here's how I went from being flat broke, working a dead-end 9-to-5, making less than $30,000 per year, to building a 300 property portfolio in the last 5 years, leveraging this one simple strategy. And what's even more exciting is I've updated this strategy over the years to produce even more cash flow, because there are new strategies that exist today that didn't exist when I was first getting started. With the upgrades that I've added over the years, you can leverage my experience and take advantage of my one deal strategy and start getting results in 90 days or less, even if you're starting off from the bottom like I was, or you're brand new to real estate and have never done a deal before. And as a bonus for sticking around, I'm going to give you 3 high cash flow rental property blueprints, one of which is capable of bringing in an extra $10,000 a month or more from just one deal. It's only going to take me a few minutes to break it all down for you, so make sure you stick around until the end. Before we get into the ins and outs of my one deal strategy, let's quickly talk about the costliest mistakes that new real estate investors are making, and how you can save hundreds of thousands of dollars along your real estate journey by avoiding these pitfalls as you begin to implement my one deal cash flow strategy. Unfortunately, most new investors are stuck paying the ignorance tax. Let's face it, contractors, lenders, architects, engineers, brokers, real estate attorneys, city inspectors, and other real estate professionals can tell you're new to real estate just by the way that you talk and carry yourself. And as soon as they smell your fear and lack of confidence, they start to add extra fees and markups to your deals. Not to mention the scam contractors that are lurking out there, literally looking for ways to run away with your hard-earned cash. This is how most new investors lose all of their savings and fail out of the game. It cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars in mistakes and pitfalls to develop this one deal strategy, so trying to figure out this system on your own can cost you everything. So do yourself a favor and reach out to me and my team if you want us to hold your hand through your first deal. One of the most important values of mentorship is gaining access to the right relationships, from lenders that will work with you even if you're self-employed or have bad credit and haven't filed tax returns recently, to architects, engineers, and contractors who won't burn you or overcharge you for services because of the relationship that they have with your mentor. That's why most smart investors end up leveraging mentorship and accelerating faster than the competition. The question you have to ask yourself is, why would you continue to waste time and money trying to figure this thing out on your own when you could be getting results as a real estate investor within 90 days or less without having to spend years getting burned for your hard-earned cash or risking failure? To be fair, some investors struggle because they're starting off with less than $10,000 and they haven't learned about the creative financing strategies that show you how to acquire properties without needing tons of cash or a perfect credit score. Even if you were told that you couldn't qualify for a loan from the bank for one reason or another, sitting on the sidelines is not the solution. Choosing to sit on the sidelines when there are other strategies that could get you started even in your current financial situation is the easiest way to miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 per month right now. All you need to scale your way out of the 9-to-5 into living off of real estate full-time is the right guidance and mentor who's willing to spend that one-on-one time with you. In working with so many new investors from all 50 states, all across the country, and even from outside the country in places like Canada and the UK, I found that most new investors only need one deal to start to scale their way out of the 9-to-5. The average investor that I work with ends up getting their first deal within 90 days or less after learning this information. I've refined it over the years to the point where my one deal strategy is capable of delivering an extra $1,000 to $10,000 per month directly into your bank account once you get the system right. I've done over 300 deals in the last decade, so I can teach you everything you want to know about property management, finding and evicting tenants, home renovations, buying and flipping houses, affordable housing strategies like Section 8 or veteran housing, and multifamily investing. But the next 3 high cash flow rental property strategies that I'm about to break down for you can get you even more cash flow than any of those strategies. And that's going to get you to your monthly cash flow goals much faster than it took me to get there, even on your very first deal, which is why I can't wait to share these strategies with you. So what is my one deal strategy? Well, the first thing I want you to remember is this will work for you even if you're brand new to real estate, you've had a lender decline your loan request in the past, or you're just getting started with less than $10,000 and bad or no credit. If you're starting off with more than $10,000 saved, it'll be even easier for you to get results. But keep in mind, there's a way for you to break yourself free from the 9-to-5 regardless of where you're starting. And it all starts with finding profitable deals. You can find profitable deals in your current market where you live, or you can leverage a few systems to implement this strategy long distance from out of town in affordable markets across the country where your money goes further. So even if you're in a priced out market like New York or California, and you've been struggling for years to find profitable deals, you can still get massive results with the strategy that I'm about to teach you. I find profitable deals literally everywhere in locations across the country, even in states like the one you're from, on popular websites like Redfin or Zillow, or off market from live auctions and wholesalers, or even motivated sellers. Motivated sellers are people who are in pre-foreclosure or foreclosure, or some financial situation or life event has happened that makes them motivated to the point where they'll literally deed you over their properties or seller finance them to you for little to no money out of pocket. With the right knowledge and systems, you can grab properties like this for pennies on the dollar, as long as you know how to leverage the creative financing strategies that we teach you in our one-on-one VIP mentorship program. The cool thing is that motivated seller properties can be acquired without needing any banks at all, so you won't need good credit or tons of cash for down payments. Even if you get paid under the table or you don't have current tax returns like the banks require for FHA loans or 30-year fixed mortgages, you can still execute on one of these deals. And as I said, these properties can produce insane amounts of cash flow. The first type of property that we focus on is called co-living. This is where you split a single family property into 3 or more subunits with a shared common space like a shared kitchen or living room. By splitting the property into a series of affordable housing subunits, you can generate substantially more cash flow. For instance, you can take a 3-bed, 1-bath single family property that rents for $1,500 a month and convert it into a 3-bed, 3-bath subunit property that rents for $850 per month per bed or by the sub unit. And when you add up those 3 rents that are coming out of the property now, that increases your total rent to just over $2,500 per month. The average co-living property cash flows about $1,000 per month or more, when you implement this system. You don't need to be a realtor to do this. You won't need any special licenses to get this done, and you can absolutely do this from almost anywhere in the country. Now, I know what you're thinking. Brian, $1,000 a month of cash flow is great, but what if I need more cash flow from my first deal? I'm ready to change my life, but I need $3,000 to $5,000 a month to get there. Well, with the second type of deal, we focus on a little known group home loophole that allows you to convert larger single family properties into 8 to 10 subunit buildings. It requires slightly more planning to pull this off, but once you learn this system, you'll be able to target large single family properties that almost nobody wants because most investors don't know what to do with them, and you can turn these properties into lifetime cash cow buy and hold assets. With 8 to 10 subunits, you can bring in $8,000 to $10,000 per month in gross rental income, so the average property that you execute this strategy on can bring in an additional $3,000 to $5,000 per month of cash flow. And if you're still not satisfied and you want even more cash flow from one deal, the third type of deal focuses on senior housing. People are living longer and longer these days, and that's creating a major demand for senior housing. A lot of us like to do good for the community while we do good for ourselves. If you take the group home setup and gear it towards adult living facilities for senior residents who need high quality, specialized housing, you can generate upwards of $5,000 per month per subunit on your 8 to 10 subunit building. This senior housing strategy requires more capital, systems, and day-to-day management, but even with that, one property is capable of bringing in anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 per month of cash flow, all while providing high quality senior housing for your community. Now that you know these three strategies exist and that you can get started even if you have limited cash and bad or no credit, the only thing you need to do to grab an extra $1,000 to $10,000 per month in cash flow is take action. Nothing pains me more than giving someone the keys to their own financial freedom and watching them not take action and choose to stay stuck for years in paralysis through analysis. Don't waste time feeling stuck trying to figure out what I've already learned over the course of doing more than 300 deals in the last decade. If you want things in your life to change, then you have to change. Your family's depending on you to create wealth for the next generation. Part of making that happen is betting on yourself by investing in your real estate education and learning how to unlock the power of real estate and cash flow instead of gambling your financial future on a 9-to-5 job or your 401k as your only source of wealth and retirement income. The average person starts getting results in 90 days or less, and you only need to carve out an extra 20 minutes per day of time to start getting results because I've streamlined everything for you. Working with me one-on-one gives me the opportunity to personally hand you the step-by-step blueprint to unlocking insane amounts of cash flow for you and your family. If you're ready to get started, but you're still scared or cautious because you're confused on what steps need to be taken in what order, and you still have questions, or you want me and my team to work with you one-on-one to fast track your results, just click the link below to book a call. On this call, we can talk one-on-one about how you can get started and how we can help you to get results even faster with less time and energy spent trying to figure it out all on your own, or making costly mistakes, losing tens of thousands of dollars, paying the ignorance tax because you thought it was cheaper to learn from YouTube University or the School of Hard Knocks. Do the smart thing and book a call with me and my team to discuss exactly how you can get started on your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. If you tried taking real estate training courses in the past or studied to become a licensed realtor and still failed to get profitable deals going, you may be wondering what makes my process different from the others. Here's the harsh truth. The problem with every course that you've ever taken is that cookie cutter courses don't work for 90% of people. 90% of people don't get results from group courses where there's no one there to answer your questions or hold your hand through the process. But that same 90% of people do get results from one-on-one mentorship, because with one-on-one mentorship, you get things like dedicated one-on-one Zoom calls directly with me where I can answer all of your toughest questions and give you a custom game plan for how to get from where you're at today to where you want to be within the next 90 days or less. You get text and email support with me and my team to answer all of your questions as they arise. And you also get access to my deal analysts and support staff. We can run high-level cash flow analysis reports and show you exactly why a deal is or isn't profitable, help you with things like contract review, LLC creation, market research, out-of-town investing systems, and more. Having that level of personalized service allows you to get faster results than the competition because you have more support and access to relationships, contractors, and lenders than the average investor. So if you want to fast track your success, you know what to do next. Book a call with me and my team. I'm looking forward to the conversation. Brian Grimes, your real estate mentor. I'll see you on the other side.